Not gaining muscle is one of the worst things. What you were doing in the beginning worked. Right now, it doesn't. You feel discouraged, demotivated, confused, hell, even betrayed. And the worst is, you don't know why. But just watch this. Most of you watching can probably say the main reason, intensity, but it is not just that. The video is showing you 3, and there is hardly anyone who knows the other 2. But let's start with the obvious, training intensity. You got away training like a bitch for 2 years and still put on size. Not anymore. You also listened to your favorite fitness influencer and never went to failure. And you failed. When are you supposed to learn that skill? The skill that you need to progress after your newbie phase. When you are stuck with your progression for 3 years? No. Feel free to push your sets to failure as soon as you go to the gym. Maybe not on your first week, but you get the point, right? Don't waste time. You can build your dream physique within your own genetic limitation in 5 to 9 years. If you do everything right, of course. Or at least get really close to that. And the next one is exercise selection, and it hits like a trunk because you hear people saying bodybuilding is simple. You just have to rotate 15 to 20 exercises. And that is bullshit. Rotate that many exercises and you will stop growing. Or you already have. Look at the squat. Many people are advocates without a scientific reason why you should do it and why you shouldn't. Let's say you are a woman. Your legs are shorter than your upper body and your glutes are like a door. What happens when you start squatting? You grow some glutes and you grow some massive quads. Is that what you wanted? Maybe, maybe not. This doesn't mean that squatting doesn't work. It just means that your leverages, because of your structure, doesn't favor the muscle what you are trying to hit. Once your quads grow bigger than your glutes, your body is always going to use them over your pancake ass whenever you are squatting. It will never try to use a weaker, inefficient muscle, even if you are trying to disadvantage it. You just make it worse. Your arms are bigger than your chest, and your chest is not growing even though you are bench pressing. Have you tried to change your bench press to something different? If you haven't, how do you expect your body to be different? Your lats are not growing, even though you are doing a full range of motion standing cable pullover. You get a good stretch, and you are also athletic because you are standing on your legs. But guess what? It is one of the worst things you can do for your lats. Can you guess why in the comment section? And the third thing is fatigue. Going to the gym is like learning how to walk. Have you seen kids playing football and then collapsing on the field because they don't know their own limits? They don't even know that there is a system in place that stops you from dying of overexertion. Ask a gym bro to list all the things they know about training and how to build muscle, and they will tell you volume, mind-muscle connection, and the pump. And the more knowledgeable one will tell you your execution, your form and technique paired with intensity, your training program, and exercise selection and order. But guess what? How many times you heard a gym bro saying, "Oh, I'm trying to figure out how to manage my fatigue." They are like kids, unaware of the most important thing that is intertwined with everything: volume, reps, exercises, rest time, and so on. You don't get to do things for free. If you do 4 sets, you don't get 4 sets equal amount of stimulus. You get increasingly less and a bunch of different kind of fatigue that is going to negatively affect the next exercise and sets you are doing. How many times you ask someone for tips when you stop growing and they just said, increase your volume? I hear this all the time. How many times you hear people saying, just decrease your fatigue? I have never heard it once in my life, not in the gym. Guys typically struggle to grow their legs and they say that their leg days are hardcore, and it looks like this: squats for 4 sets of 12, lunges 4 sets of 12, leg press 4 sets of 15 to 20, leg extension 4 sets of 20, calves 4 sets of bouncing around like a fool for 20 reps. Yes, that training is hard. But you are also not doing it with intensity because that's impossible. That is 16 sets for your quads and higher reps that is also fatiguing you. And you want to increase the volume on that. Well, of course you can't fit in all the fakes in one video, but the solution would be training with intensity paired with good execution. Intensity without good form is pointless. And good form without intensity is also pointless. It is time for you to improve your training program, your exercise selection. If there is an exercise and you stop progressing on that, even though that's your favorite, It is time to change that and learn more about fatigue. If you master that little fucker, you are never going to stop growing, even within your natural limit. Talk to you soon.